We're back in the PGSA Lab, and we're going to unlock our MCA 88 controller. We're going to navigate to the IP address of the MCA 88. We've determined that it's 192.168.2.103. First off, now, if you go up to the very top, you'll see in the upper right-hand corner, it says MCA 88. It will also list down the MBX pre, which is attached to our system. It only lists one MCA 88, and there are two in our system. So we're going to install our credentials are going to be put in, username and password. We're going to apply that, and we're unlocked. After you've done this, you should be receiving an email saying, thanks for your business, and your system is now unlocked. So let's go to admin, and we'll go to firmware update, and you'll see that there's an update available to version 40301. We're not going to do that right now, but we will come back to that. So going to our setup screen, and our source settings, you can see that we have our 8 sources. So source number 2, we're going to set up as our streamer. If we go over to edit, we'll change the miscellaneous audio to Russound Media Streamer, and we'll click done. Now at this point, there are no other sources in the system, so we will disable 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we'll also disable source number 1, which is Bluetooth. So let's go out to our zones now, go up to setup, zone settings. So this is interesting. The browser has picked up the second controller, and it shows us zones 9 through 16. Pretty cool. And so all that we're going to do right now is set up zone number 1. So zone number 1, we're going to call the PGSA Lab. Now when we do this, you'll see a little tick mark show up, and that means that it has been written to the controller. Let's go over to edit for zone number 1. You can see that the output is variable, which is fine. All on participation is enabled. You would disable all on participation if it was a bedroom zone or an outdoor zone. Speaker in line is fine for our zone output type. Party mode is enabled. Master zone is enabled. Source availability, it's showing that all 8 sources are available. I would not change that at this point in time. Leave them all enabled. And click done. You can disable all of the other zones. So one additional point of information is that zones number 7 and 8 on controller 1, and also zones 15 and 16, or 7 and 8 on controller number 2, do not have internal amplification. That means that if you are going to use those zones, you will need an external amplifier taking the output from zones 7 and 8 from the back of the controller into the actual amplifier, and then have the speakers connected directly to that amplifier. In this case, you can see our line output is variable, which is fine, and we're good to go.